Alrighty. We're just hopping right into it. We're hopping right into it, guys. No preamble. No nothing. Hello, everyone. You know what? I want to make it so I can hear my own BGM because it's so awkward sitting in silence for me. Anyone else get that way? Like if you're like on a call or something, or you're like talking to yourself at any, I don't know, I just hate sitting in quiet. I always gotta be listening to something. Yes, hello everyone. Hello petitioners. Hello Fami Shiki. Hello everyone. Let's see, what do I have to do to make sure that I can hear this? There. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's so much better. Good evening or good morning or good day to everyone. Hello. Hello, hello. My audio's quiet? I mean, I can do this. Hold on. Is that any better? Bit quiet, yeah? Yeah? I turned myself up just a little, just a touch. A touch. You're very quiet. Sound good to me. See, the thing with audio, okay, the boys and I were talking about this after the collab, right? The thing with audio is everyone has their own system. So like I'm used to having my computer like system volume really low, but then I just max out my YouTube volume. And then my headset also has its own volume control. So it's like, you know, it's just like, you kind of, audio's in the listener's hands, you know? So like I can only make it so that it sounds good to me, and then you guys, it's up to you now. As long as I'm not like super quiet compared to the background music, that's what matters. Like the mixing, I guess, matters. But I always appreciate when people say there's something wrong with audio. Don't take that as a don't tell me things, you know? You know? Definitely say things. Definitely do. But also volume is in the ear of the beholder. So yeah. That's my little rant on volume. A streamer's it's, you know, one must imagine Sisyphus happy as he always messes with the volume sliders. Yeah. Do beholders have ears? Surely. They have to be able to hear. Great opener. Have you done your self-introduction? Should I have one? That's a good point. I probably should, huh? Well, for those who weren't around yesterday or might be tuning in for the first time, my name is Shiki Katagami, the resident Shikigami of this shrine and of FSPEN's 3rd gen LAMENTUS. Phew! That's a mouthful. Hello, Gavis Battle channel. Nah, I know you don't got it. I know this guy does not have an intro. Yeah, so today is our debut 2.0. It's a lot more casual than yesterday. We're just going to, almost forgot, like, sounded like you forgot you were in Gen 3. No. We're just gonna go over some, like, the debut slideshow again. I added some more slides because I couldn't cram everything in yesterday, so I actually added some more. We'll have a little model showcase, and we'll just otherwise chat. All right, so we'll just hang out here in the shrine for a little while. Yeah. So how did everyone enjoy the collab yesterday? The boys and I were actually pretty proud of how that turned out. It was minimal scuff, well managed. Where's the slides? Oh, don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. It was really fun, actually. I thought it was really fun. You know, not to toot my own horn, but I saw a couple tweets of people saying I ran that shit like the Navy. I know that's right. I know that's right. You know, here's some Shiki background, okay? Some Shiki background. There was an extended period where I was summoned to be a middle manager in a restaurant. And while that was very challenging and in many times miserable, I think that shows sometimes. I'm pretty cool under pressure. I'm good at managing people, you know? Yeah. The strict type? Not necessarily. I like to think I was the, you know, the cool manager in the restaurant. But yes. Yeah. You're the wrangler? Yeah. Somebody's got to do it. Is that why you say heard to acknowledge things? Exactly. I just couldn't kick the habit. If anyone else ever worked in a kitchen, the most clear and most, like, I guess, succinct way to give an acknowledgement is heard. Because you can't say yes, because they might think that that's they might think you're responding to something else, or, you know, it's heard is really clear. It's a yes, I heard you, but it's one word, one syllable, you know, that's all you need. Yes, chef is like really like professional. It was nothing like that. But yeah. Oh, and then you would say like behind, hot. And oh, corner when you're going around a blind corner with something. But yes. Those are habits that I picked up as my time working as a shikigami in a restaurant. They were really understaffed. They really needed help, and they summoned me to be a middle manager. Yeah. So there's a little Shiki lore for you guys right at the top. Some Shiki lore. Not my job phrase is being thrown back at me. So many memories return. Yeah, I mean, it's a very common experience, I think, to many people. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed the collab. I was kind of, you know, I was like, you know, when I was seeing people say that I ran that, like, the Navy, that I was doing a really good job. I was really professional at running it, because obviously I've never ran a collab before. And it's kind of was a lot of pressure to do the first collab, you know? But I was happy to do it. It was really fun. It was really fun. And then I didn't sleep afterwards. It took me a really long time to sleep. I was like wired. I hadn't drank any coffee since like a couple hours before debut, but I think it was just your body, like when it realizes that it's really tired, but it realizes you're not going to sleep anytime soon. It's like, okay, well, here's some adrenaline because you're obviously staying up. And I was up for a long time. But it's okay. It's okay. Oh, I can show off a new toggle because it's relevant. Hold on. I'll move my desk out of the way and I'll get big real quick. Here, this morning I woke up and I look like this. Hey guys, I'm Shiki Katagami. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I had a long day yesterday. I debuted. But we cringe on. But yeah. I tanked it. We can put the desk back. We'll look at the model and stuff in more detail later. Yeah. Hi, Ash. Need a full stream of this toggle? Maybe if I ever do like a really morning stream, like I'm like, you know what, those EU bros at 2 p.m. in their time zone really could use a stream right now. I'll boot up at like 7 a.m., you know? But yeah. EU Wave, you are powerful being here right now. It's the middle of the night. Congrats on your debut again. Thank you. Thank you. Big brain? I got stuff going on in here. So you sleepy? Not now. I'm feeling good now. I'm full of food. I ate. Because if you guys don't remember, it's 8 p.m. just after 8 p.m. my time zone. So I've been up for a while. I'm chilling. What's for dinner? I had well, I think it's okay. I had Popeyes. I had Popeyes chicken. You know, anyone know Popeyes? It was good. I don't get it that often, but it's good. Is it good? the hesitation. You're always not really sure, like, what's okay to talk about or not, you know? Post-debut treat was Popeyes crying. You know? You gotta stay humble. I'm not gonna go get, like, a steak dinner, okay? That's not really my style. Regular or spicy? You know I was getting spicy. Non-spicy fried chicken is not the move. Not the move. Not the... As long as you're glazing them, it's fine. Yeah, that's probably true. Spicy enjoyer, based. Yep. I'm not like a... Among my friends, I'm known as a spice enjoyer, but I think especially people in Asia would think I'm pretty wimpy. But, I like spice. Here in the West, I do spice pretty good. If anyone is familiar with the katsukuri chain, Kokoichi, they have a really, like, I guess, robust spice meter, like scale. That's a good word. It goes like really high. Okay, like Kokoichi's, like you could have a 0 for no spice, and I swear that thing goes up to like 20. At least in Japan it does. I get like a 2. All right, but then here in America, I go to a curry place that they have a 1 to 10, and I get a 6. Right? Like, in Asia, they do spice different over there, all right? 2, I know. But, like, trust me, if you haven't had Kokoichi, they take that stuff serious. Can you eat samyang? I'm not sure I know what that is. Shin ramen? Shin ramen's like a good spice. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. Diamane is sending me a message that they get 5 a Kokoichi. Good on you, Diamane. And Mmane is saying 5 or 6. So I guess I'm just a little wimp. Never mind, guys. Never mind, guys. Guess I'm just a wimp. My managers had to make sure to put me in my place. My first non-debut stream. Cool. Cool. But yeah. That was my day. I woke up, I chilled, I hung out with some of my friends, I played a little Battlefield 6, raged a little bit, and then I had dinner. I watched, I lurked on some streams. You guys might have seen me tune into some. I was in Ellie's stream for very briefly. I was lurking in Malum's stream. Who else's stream did I pop into? Oh, I watched the premiere of Lucy and Nayu's cover. That was so good. That was so good. The Day of Champions? It was a good day. It was a good day. You're always lurking everywhere? I mean, like, what? You guys watch VTubers. I know you know how it is. What else am I doing with my time? I'm a NEET in this shrine. I'm only employed when I got summoned. And right now, I was summoned to talk to you guys for 2 hours. So, like, that's no shade. No shade. No shade. There is honor in all lifestyles. Don't forget it. Don't you forget it. Didn't you say you like to travel? I saw that message. I do like to travel. But when I'm not traveling, I'm a homebody, okay? I'm very comfortable at home. I don't like to roam far from my little shrine, you know? I love traveling, but I'm so happy to be home when I get there, you know? Like when we went to Japan in the semi-recent past to record Lament and meet everybody, it was really nice to come home. It was real nice to come home. But yeah, I guess that's good segue, Shiki. Good segue. Lament. Did you guys enjoy our debut Ori song, Lament? Anyone listen? Do you guys like it? We were all pretty happy with how that turned out, especially since most of us, minus Caelen, weren't the most confident singers or experienced singers. And it was definitely all of our like first times in like a big recording booth. It was so fun. It was really fun. I haven't been told when that's going to be like available on like streaming platforms, but that's coming. That's coming. Really good song. It was really fun to do. Your voice is really good. Thank you. It was peak banger. Yup. Thank you. It's on YouTube Music. Ooh. I didn't know that. Yeah. So, I mean, I want to try to, I guess, there was a certain angel earlier in the day who went way over his calendar time slot. All right. We have a big FSP calendar and we put all of our things on there. And his time slot said he would be streaming for 2 hours. Go check that VOD. We love a yapper. And trust me, I want to do the same thing. I want to do the same thing, but, well, here's the secret. Okay, here. I'll let you guys in on a secret. I'm the last stream until 3 a.m. my time. So if I go over, it's really not that big a deal. So yeah. But Goofy Ash was right in the smack dab middle of the day. I think the next stream, I literally don't even know whose it is. It's fine, you can go over. Yes. I've been unleashed. Mane-san, yeah. I've been given permission. This is actually a goated time slot. I'll say it. 8 p.m. PST. Kind of a good time slot, guys. Kind of a good time slot. Kind of good. All the people in the Western time zones that aren't Europe get to tune in. You know, they're wind down for bed or have their like dinner cocoa melon. And then the people in Asia time zones get to wake up or have their lunch cocoa melon. We got like 2/3 of the world. So please, you're the only one I can watch. Don't worry. I am planning to have 8 p.m. PST be my standard time slot. However, as some of you might have seen on Twitter, I would like to do at least 1, maybe 2 streams a week that change that up just for some variance so other people get a chance to catch me live. So like as you can see on Saturday the 1st, I'm streaming at 10 a.m. PST that day. I believe it's Altus's 3D debut that day, and that takes place, I think, right in the middle of this time slot. So I would never dream of overlapping Altus Senpai. So I was streaming that morning instead. Yeah. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for Altus 3D. That's awesome. That's my Shinto-themed brother. Are you planning to stream Warhammer? That is something that's kind of up in the air. Warhammer, that's complicated perms, all right? That's complicated perms. So all I'll say is both me and Altus, we're both Warhammer guys. The team is aware of it, and we will see if it's possible. Like Warhammer, we're talking hand cams, like mini painting, all right? Warhammer games, we have perms for some, I believe. It is, I think it's possible. Other companies have done it, all right? Other companies have done it. It's free advertising. Games Workshop, listen to me right now. Free advertising. It'll be tricky with a cam. Nothing I can't handle, okay? Nothing I can't handle. Cooking stream? Yeah, guys. If it ain't made in a restaurant industrial fryer, I ain't cooking it. I'm sorry. Networking King. The amount of free advertising I've done for Games Workshop in my life is probably at least worth a year's salary from them. Yeah. Are you guys okay when I go quiet like that? Sometimes I just need to gather my thoughts. And we have plenty of time. I'm in no rush. Sometimes you just want to, like, where are we taking this conversation next, you know? Because I think some people might mistake it for awkward silence, but silence has no... Silence is just silence, you know? Nayu, thank you for the raid. I was there. I was listening to the premiere. You and Lucy sounded so good. That was such a good cover. I wasn't familiar with that song, but it was so cute and the art was so good. It rocked. That was an epic cover. My senpai are so talented. The fact he sounds sarcastic is killing me. I just sound like that, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's just my voice. Just my voice. Yeah. I was on Twitter a lot. But that's no surprise. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Didn't mean it in a rude way. No, it's okay. I'm just joshing. I'm just yanking your chain. You're my VTweeter Oshi? Yeah. People are like, when he debuts, he's gonna slow down, right? I am nothing if not a patron of the arts. Every artist, if I can help it, is gonna get a reply. Unless they're spamming art, in which case maybe they just get a like. I'm not trying to be biased, all right? But, yeah. Let's aim for 1,000 tweets by the end of the week. I'm not aiming for anything in specific, but that's definitely possible. I was snooping on some of the other boys' 2.0s. So, like, it's like, oh, like, maybe I could show them the background without me in the way. So, like, here. I'll, like, scooch over here. Don't worry, I'm still here. Look. It's my moody cave, like, moonlit cave shrine. You know? I'm kind of a forgotten Shikigami, so my shrine isn't, like... we'll move over here instead. My shrine isn't, like, very easy to find. Does that make sense? It's really pretty. I like the water. You know what? What I should have done. Mane-san, can I have the address to this place? Yeah, but bring your crystals. If you have any crystals or know anyone with crystals, bring them with you. If Mane-san, do you remember the drawings I did as references for my assets? Am I allowed to show those? Because I could literally put it on screen right now. They must be really excited to hear this because they loved these drawings. If I can't show them now, then maybe they have to look at them, then that's fine. But it'd be really funny to show them. Honestly, here. I'll send the picture to them so they can just look at it. I mean, it's fine. It's literally, I do this myself. Here, like, here, Mane-san, this picture. Can they see that? Yes, you could show. Thank you, Diamante. Alrighty, hold on. Really prepare yourselves. Remember, when they were saying, what do you want your, like, background to look like? I was like, well, maybe something like this. Just like that. Can you see? It's got the shrine with the throne with the steps, the lanterns on the corners. You guys can't see it 'cause the chat box. I'll move it real quick. See the little hole in the wall there that has the candles in it. It is like the pool It has like the god rays coming out from up top. Yeah. That isn't the only image, guys. Maybe I'll trickle them throughout the week. I drew quite a few images. Because, okay, if anyone has ever commissioned an artist, all right? If anyone has ever commissioned an artist, from my friends who are artists, and in my experience as someone who's commissioned in the past, the best thing you can do for an artist is literally draw what you want it to look like. That is so goated for them. Even if you're like me and you can't draw for anything. Just so they have an idea, because they can't read your mind, right? And a picture is worth 1,000 words. So, like, yeah. So that's what I did. So they had us send in all of our, like, descriptions. And with all of my descriptions of how I wanted things, I attached a little picture. Turned out great. Like, we'll see them again later when we go over the slides. But the credits, you know, everyone is credited for all the people who did these things. I want to say I retweeted. Maybe not. Some people have come out with tweets on, like, I was responsible for this part of Shiki's stream. And I go, thank you. The background turned out insane. I think all of our backgrounds are really... They really suit all of us, and they all turned out really good. The quality was really, really high. Yeah. Really good. Okay. Well, I think with that being... Wow, it's already been as long as my debut and we've done nothing. Okay. We're going to move over to the slideshow, all right? We're going to move over to the slideshow, and we're going to go back over it with some additional slides. I added some new slides. Okay. And where am I? Oh, what's up? And we'll get rid of the halo. And I'll move me down here. Oh, my head. No, I need to be on top of the chat. There we go. Perfect. Why is chat so fast? I don't know. How many people are here? Don't tell me that. Actually, you could tell me that. I'm cool as a cucumber. Sorry you missed your birthday? How is that your fault? You don't have to be sorry for that. 1 billion? At least 5. That's okay. So yes, here is my slideshow from yesterday. We won't spend too much time on this slide because it's just the about me stuff. Any questions here? Questions, comments, concerns? Are we allowed to call you Shiki Mama or Mama in general? I think that's okay as long as... I want to say I saw a clip of Cass, my senpai Cassian Floros, recently kind of, I guess, maybe set a boundary. As long as it doesn't, like, I guess, overwrite my character otherwise, I think that's fine, you know? I think it's fine, as long as it's not, like, the only thing I get called. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So, like, I'm okay with it as long as it's not too much. You okay with Mpreg? And if it's only used semi-ironically, like how Malum gave birth to Liron. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I know it's okay if I'm not. But, like, I'm also... I don't want to make, like, too many boundaries, because, like, I don't want to, like... It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. It's just, like, that's fine. As long as it's not, like... Dang, all Shiki gets is Mpreg art. He and Omega for real, you know? I'm... No shade, but that's not really the stuff that I'm into, so... Use your best judgment. Oh, I saw it. I saw you, whoever you are. What languages do you speak? English. And broken Japanese. I took, well, 日本語を勉強しました。大学にでも全部忘れてました。It's gone. I studied I studied Japanese in college when I was summoned as... Okay, so you know how like someone goes to school, right? And they have a guide dog who is given a diploma at the end because they were in all of the classes? I was summoned to be a tutor for someone that was in university, and I was given a diploma along with them because I attended all of their classes. So they took Japanese, so I took Japanese. So my Japanese, I can read it unless there are too many kanji. Like hiragana and katakana, I can read great. Kanji, Writing, hiragana and katakana, good. Kanji, Pronunciation, pretty good. I think so. Yeah. So yes, my Japanese used to be pretty good, but now it is not. Math? Wait, math? Did I mention math? Did I mention math? No? People keep asking about math? Why do we want to know if I like math? Is that a relevant... Is that a relevant thing to know about a VTuber? Well, when I was summoned to be a tutor of someone in college, they did college algebra. We killed that. That was so awesome. And then we got to the first level of calculus, and we both failed. So... no math. No math. Shiki STEM Gami? Yeah, no. I'm Shiki Liberal Arts Gami. What languages would you like to learn? I definitely want to brush back up on my Japanese, and I pick up languages pretty fast. I tried to learn Korean once, and I taught myself how to read it pretty fast, but I literally didn't keep up with it for like a single week, and it's all gone. But I can pick it up pretty fast. You just gotta be diligent. You just gotta be diligent. Hi, Malum. Hi, Malum. Tagalog? That seems really hard, okay? That seems really hard. Do I know any Tagalog? Mahal kita? I think that's all I know. I think that's all I know. I think that's all any VTuber knows, you know? Yeah. But yes. Trilingual King, yeah, I know one phrase in Tagalog, I know broken Japanese, and I know English. So basically, I'm trilingual. I'm curious about how your summoning works. Do you instantly master the things you're summoned for? I just do my best. We out here in the trenches. We out here in the trenches. Shipping boundaries. I've seen quite a few people ask. Okay, so shipping. I'm chill with it as long as the other person's chill with it. So I guess if you're gonna do that kind of thing, make sure you I guess brush up on both people's etiquette. We'll get into tags in a moment, I guess later. But I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I think it's fun. You've seen me on Twitter. Yeah. Could I know your pronouns? I use he, him, But like, I'm not the kind of guy who's like, if someone goes, you know, oh, Shiki's a diva, or uses like a, I guess like a feminine title, like queen or girl or whatever for me, like I don't care. Go ahead. But as far as pronouns go, I use he, him. Is Yume ship okay? I mean, sure. Do whatever. You're not hurt. As long as you're not hurting anybody, that's fine. Not safe for work boundaries? That one is something I'm not that versed in. Like, I guess I'd say I'm okay with not safe for work art, but like if it's including other people, then maybe not as much. I guess once it gets really explicit, right? Like if we're starting to get really explicit, you know, then maybe keep it to just Shiki in the art. But if I'm like kissing Ashkariel on the mouth, like go for it. I don't care. Having a tag to keep it separate would be a good idea. Yeah, we'll get a not safe for work tag. Don't care. Don't worry. So I'm not, you know, that I'm not that, like, I guess, particular of a person. I'm okay with that. Shiki Kariel, I want to say people might be settling on Ashiki for us. Do you prefer ship art in a separate tag? People have just been throwing it in the Kata gallery, and I mean, again, as long as it's not, like, explicit, I don't really mind. But we will have a not safe for work tag if people are more comfortable putting their art in there. Fanfiction boundaries? Go for it. Yeah. Again, I said I'm Shiki liberal arts Gami. I like writing. I think it's a fun way to express yourself. Go for it. I don't care. Again, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Nonchalant? Yeah. That's a good word for it. Nonchalant stocks are rising. Rising. I'm seeing so many people suddenly say nonchalant. Shiki, I have a nice question. Can I draw as a chibi because I can't draw your details well? You can draw me however you'd like. Again, as long as you're not hurting anyone, or I guess depicting something very explicit or otherwise very depraved, do what you want. It's your art. Go through my art tag. Look how many people have drawn me as a chibi, or done little sketches, or whatever. But yeah. Draw you as a worm? Someone's drawn me as a slug, and it was really good. It was pretty early on in my art tag. Silly question, is your cave warm or cold? It's definitely warm. I would say it's a semi-humid climate, so even at night, the temperature doesn't drop too much. The slug was iconic. It really was. It went hard. Seriously. And I have no idea why they drew me as a slug. I had barely debuted on Twitter, and they were like, hashtag Kata Gallery drew you as a slug. I mean, yeah. Why not? You're somehow always on every fan art post? That's on purpose. Don't say somehow. Don't undermine my efforts. I am grinding to make sure I'm under every fan art post. Would creative writing fall under your art gallery tag? I mean, I would say yes, but I have seen some people in the past, I guess, separate like creative writing or fanfic into a different tag. I guess we can talk on how we would like to do that. How are you also on untagged posts? That's a Shiki Katagami secret. How much wood could woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot of wood, I think. A lot of wood. But yeah, that's enough on this slide, I think. We went over the slide yesterday, but we'll do it again in a little more detail. So, Likes and dislikes. Any questions here? Anything stand out to people right away? Anything anyone was dying to know about? Dislikes rage bait? Does anyone like rage bait? Rage bait is innately dislikable. Wiener dogs? So, wiener dogs. I just love wiener dogs. I love wiener dogs. They're so cute. People don't really know this, but wiener dogs come in 2 sizes, all right? There are standard wiener dogs and mini wiener dogs. And especially in Asia, you will only see mini ones, right? But standard ones are like twice the size, and they're like big old beasts. They're big, all right? I really like the big ones. And so, you know, in the past, the Katagami family has owned wiener dogs. The one that I guess Shiki Mama has, he's 30-ish pounds. So, like, he's not a slight dog. He's short, but he's like, he's big. He kind of, and don't get me wrong, he is not fat. That's just how much that's just how much they weigh. He's not overweight. I promise. My Shiki Mama takes very good care of him. What color is he? He's red. The standard dachshunds, typically the AKC agreed upon coats are generally red or black and tan. You can see them dappled or cream or chocolate, but red or black and tan are the standard ones. Does he get dressed up as a hot dog? No. That's a bit on the nose, don't you think? Do you own any pets? I don't. I really want one, but I don't. I love dogs and I love animals so much, but I don't own one. Isn't that crazy? We'll skip over eating and sleeping because I think those are self-explanatory. Hobbying, we'll go into that into more depth soon. And gaming and the movies. Traveling. I've traveled to a lot of big cities. I'm a pretty worldly person, I would say. I guess when you compare to, I guess, the average person. I've not been to, like, every continent or anything. But I've been to most of them. Favorite city? That's hard. I know it's like the weeaboo thing to say Tokyo. Tokyo is amazing. But that's hard to say. I like some places that I've been to in Europe. I mean, just because it's a popular answer doesn't mean it's a wrong one. So maybe it is Tokyo. Any places you want to go? I really want to do, like, you know, like the white girl backpacking trip across Europe. I really want to do that. I really want to do that. Like do a whole, like, mainland Europe trip. I think that would be awesome. That would be so fun. But yeah. Handcam Europe vlog? That sounds logistically very difficult, but not impossible. POV, you're a Shikigami and you're being attacked in a hostel in rural Germany. So yes, traveling. I know that movie. Yeah, that's a messed up movie. I don't think that was in Germany. Where was that? Photography. So, photography. What's my longest flight ever? Probably 14 hours. Probably 14 hours. Photography. I do have a camera. I'm not really sure if I could show many. Well, maybe eventually. I like to take pictures. What camera do you have? It's nothing super fancy. I have a Sony ZV-E10 that I use to take pictures, and I take it with me on my trips and stuff. I don't really like to take pictures of myself or of people. I like to take pictures of like landscapes and like buildings. I think I love buildings. I love architecture. I love seeing cool buildings. So it's really fun to take pictures of stuff like that. So, like when I go to Tokyo, especially now that I'm here in FSP and I'll be going semi-often, it would be fun to take the camera along and like document where me and the boys go. With, I guess, with our safety in mind. What's your favorite architecture? I'm not like some architecture buff. I don't know like a ton of different kinds of architecture. Like the one that comes to mind is like what is it? Like brutalist architecture. I think that stuff is so cool. So cool. If you weren't a VTuber, what would you be? Well, if you watched the collab yesterday, you would find out that I want to be a cowboy or a snowman or a race car driver. So there you go. That answers that. Done and dusted. Come on, cowboy is such a banger theme. Mane-san, if you're listening, if there are any more FSP generations, there has to be a cowboy. That is such a cute theme, and I can't think of a single male cowboy VTuber. It is an underserved market. It's so cute. Please. Imagine. You just have to find a southern boy to do it, though. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Like, I know I say y'all and things, but I'm not a real southern boy. I kind of have an accent sometimes, but... New outfit? JK? Hey, you said it, not me. Photography. Rage baiting. Like rage bait and rage baiting. I think that really goes without saying. It's really fun to rage bait. It's not fun to be rage baited. Those are cut and dry. Dislikes. Exorcists. I'm a spirit, guys. Nothing else to say there. They gotta step off, or I'll hit them with a domain expansion. Like I said yesterday, my cousin is Ryumin Sukuna, and he taught me how to cast Malevolent Shrine. Pollen? I am really allergic to pollen, guys. I'm really allergic to pollen. Whenever the sakura bloom, I like have to shut myself away inside. Like bad. Like any kind of, I guess, what do they call those? Like any kind of blooming tree, those kill me bad. Bad. What do you think of bees? I love bees. They're like the keystone to like every ecosystem on Earth or whatever. Ginkgo are your enemy? Yeah. Okay. Milk chocolate and matcha. Milk chocolate, all right? This one is highly dependent, I think, on the region of the world in which you live. And in the region where I live, milk chocolate is slop. Like, I'm sure a lot of people in the EU would disagree with this statement, all right? But especially in places like America, milk chocolate is not good. It's waxy and like yuck. It is not. You're allowed to have your opinion and I'm allowed to have mine, okay? I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't like it. I'm just saying I don't, all right? What chocolate are you eating? The bad kind, I guess. Matcha. Tastes like grass.
Tastes like grass. Try this matcha salt with your sushi, Shiki. Oh, great. Now my shrimp tempura roll tastes like grass. Get this matcha latte. Great. Now my caffeine and milk taste like grass. Have this matcha choc grass. It's grass, man. I've been summoned to mow lawns many times in my existence, and I've had quite enough of grass. I feel like people who like matcha never had to mow lawns. Any lawnmowers in chat? Whenever I have matcha, it just like sends me back in time to when I was mowing a lawn. And it is just hell. Mint chocolate? Yummy. Mint chocolate? Yummy. I do gardening and I like matcha. You're stronger than I am. Matcha leaves are from a bush, not grass. I'm not saying it's literally grass, just that it tastes like grass. Does that make sense? Anyone who says mint chocolate tastes like toothpaste needs to grow up. What kind of toothpaste are you having? Thoughts on hojicha? Hojicha. Hojicha, it's not bad. I haven't had it too much. Actually, little tiny story. The first time I ever had hojicha was with Ryzar. With Ryzar senpai. It was just me and him, and we went to go get traditional Japanese desserts. And it was pretty good. And we got some like really good mochi ice cream. That was flames. Ryzar, if you somehow hear this out of like as a clip or anyone tells you about it, that was really fun. We got to like talk shop a little bit. It was fun hanging out. Ryzar senpai is a real one. And he paid for it. Yeah, that's right. We call that the Kohai tax. But yeah, likes and dislikes. Favorite games. I like playing video games. I think you guys probably do too. World of Warcraft. I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that Nyx was going to be really happy about that. Trust me, he and I have already talked about it at length. All right, at length. It would be really fun to have some kind of World of Warcraft thing happen at some point, you know? RuneScape. Saw a lot of people say that I should collab with different VTubers who play RuneScape. RuneScape is like not a collabable game. RuneScape is a solo journey, you know? For Honor. I might be the only person on Earth who plays this game. I'll be real. Love that game, though. Warframe. I saw someone ask who's my favorite Warframe. I'm kind of basic, but I've been playing Warframe. Okay, slight backstory. I've been playing Warframe since it was an alpha, all right? So, like, when I say my favorite Warframe is Excalibur, it's because when I started playing the game, there were only, like, 4 Warframes, all right? My personal Warframe account is a founder's account, all right? Like, I'm a Warframe old head. I think I've been playing it since 2012. I had to beg my mom to buy me that Founders Pack. Well, I mean, I was grown, but I was in a rough spot. Oh, Shiki, you gotta keep your lore up, man. You're 600. Space Marine 2? That goes without saying. Space Marine 2? That goes without saying. I love Warhammer. Space Marine 2 came out this year, right? Yeah, it came out in August? Something like that. Have you played Warframe 1999 yet? Yeah, it was cool. Space Marine 2, go to game. It's really good. Are you gonna play Duet Night Abyss? Anime Warframe. Okay, so on paper, Anime Warframe, smiley face. But then, Duet Night Abyss, that sounds like gacha game. That's frowny face. Gacha game is frowny face. Is it a gacha game? Be honest. It's not? Well, maybe I'll play. It really, that kind of like gacha slop name, that reeks of gacha. No offense to them. Nier Automata. I actually haven't played any of the other Nier games, but Nier Automata is a masterpiece. A masterpiece. I know a lot of people got filtered by 2B having her ass out. Guys, don't get filtered by that. It's not a Gooner game, I promise. It's a game about existence and life, and there's so much to ponder. It's such a deep emotional game. That game rocks. And it's really fun. Did you ever play Replica? Mm-mm. Repeat that. What kind of game? What game? Nier Automata. Nier looks too hard? I didn't find it that hard, and I don't have that much experience in that kind of games. But her cheeks are out. It's an added bonus. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World? Goated. Monster Hunter Wilds? Goated. Am I in Monster Hunter Old Head? No. I started playing when World came out. Do you take game suggestions? Sure, but I can't guarantee that I'll play it or that we have perms. A little cake never hurt? Literally. Literally. It's someone's birthday somewhere. Have a slice of cake. Damn. But yes. Monhun, really fun. I love Monhun. I love that kind of, like, it's like a boss fight, but, like, it's only boss fights. That rocks. Silent Hill? Mane-san did tell me we recently got perms for that. Maybe next week? I have been interested in Silent Hill F. Looks kind of cool. And I'm kind of Fox Mask, huh? Blueprints? Blueprints. I do love puzzle games. I think that could be fun. I don't know if you have perms for that, though. Red Dead Redemption 2. I cried multiple times. And it's a game about being like a middle-aged cowboy. That rocks. That game rocks. It's so sad. It's about like the changing of the times and how to adjust to like your own mortality and becoming, I guess, you know, the world becoming a place that you don't belong in anymore. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. We all know how Shiki feels about cowboys. When I played that game, I unironically had an accent for like a month. I couldn't drop the accent. I couldn't drop it. Cyberpunk 2077, I cried. I cried. Cyberpunk 2077 has actually kind of similar themes to Red Dead in some ways. Really sad. Oh, Cyberpunk just as a genre is so bleak. It is so grim and so sad. It's so sad. You have a man who's in touch with his emotions? It's alright to cry. If you don't cry playing Cyberpunk 2077, there's something going on there. That game is so sad, especially the DLC. The DLC, Phantom Liberty. It turned that game into like a 10 out of 10. It's so good. Have you seen the anime? Don't worry, we'll get there. Dark Tide. It's a Warhammer 40,000 game. It's really fun. Dark Tide's really fun. It's kind of like, it's like Left 4 Dead, that kind of same genre, like a co-op horde shooter. Go to game. I don't know if we have perms. That is a good co-op slop game, you know? League of Legends. I know this is a contentious one, all right? I know this is contentious, okay? I've been playing League of Legends on and off for like nearly a decade and a half. Okay? Some things are just part of you, okay? You can't quit. You can't quit. So, who do I main in League of Legends? We'll start with who is my favorite champion. My favorite champion in League of Legends, based on theme, abilities, music, the whole package, is Jhin. I think that is the coolest character. The little, like, when he speaks. So Jhin, okay, get ready, all right? So Jin's lore is that he's from, like, the Asia analog in the League of Legends world, all right? So he's, like, from, like, the kind of Asia-themed place, and he's a serial killer who thinks that art is, like, that murder is art, all right? So, like, he, like, makes grotesque art pieces out of people, and he's, like, obsessed with the number 4. And so he uses a gun that has 4 bullets. He has a grenade that bounces 4 times and a rifle that shoots 4 times. And so he's, like, obsessed with the number 4, and it's, like, all over his kit. Like, his theme song is, like, on tempo with 4. It's, like, crazy. The way he walks, he, like, steps on pace with 4. 4 meaning death. In Asian cultures, there's some Asian cultures, yeah. Yeah. So, he's so cool. He's so cool. When he speaks, because he's an artist, and he's, like, kind of fancies himself an artist, there's, like, a choir that you can hear, like, a ghostly, like, almost, like, very barely audible choir they, like, layered behind his voice. It's so cool. He's like an aura farmer. He has iconic lines. After this stream, go and type in YouTube Jhin voice lines, all right? You gotta lock in and listen to his life-changing lines. It's so cool. He's so cool. Riot's sometimes iffy, but they put a lot of effort into world building and everything. Yeah. Riot, League of Legends, I will allow it if you say it's a toxic, questionable game, but they put a lot of effort into the other bits of it. Like, Riot's art team, their creative teams, never miss. Like, ever. Mordekaiser mogs him. Mordekaiser's so one note. Ooh, I'm a big spooky guy. Ooh. Jhin is so cool. What game is Jhin from? League of Legends. Isn't that nuts? Who do you like as your support? Do you play Jhin? Thresh, Leona, Blitz, Nautilus, like engaged supports. Yeah. So, that's my favorite champion. Who do I main? Ironically, I main jungle role, so I never play Jhin. I like to main Warwick and Cain and Viego. Thoughts on Hui? He's just watered down evoker from Dota 2. So yeah, Warwick. Yeah, I was about to sing a song. You know what song I was gonna sing talking about Warwick. Thoughts on horror games? Scary. Well, but we're playing some this week. You'll see. You have to go because of class. You want to keep watching? The VOD will be here. Don't worry about it. Ghost of Tsushima. If you haven't played this game, beautiful game. I cried. I cried. I cried. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. You gotta play Ghost of Yotei? I don't own the system that Ghost of Yotei is on. Got an affinity for voice acting then? Not really. At least I don't think so. Halo. I'm just an old head, guys. Halo's a classic. Halo's a classic, alright? Halo Lasso? Oh, Lasso. Maybe I could rope somebody into doing Lasso. Maybe I could rope someone into doing Lasso. Which Halo is best? 2? Maybe? Did you hear about the new remake? I did. They already remade that game once. The Master Chief Collection remake is just fine. My dad started watching with me. Hello, Case's dad. What's up? Thoughts about the Halo show? Not my thing. So yes, games. Do you plan to play BioShock? BioShock is another classic game that I've never actually played all the way through. Again, I'm an old head. I know the twist. But that doesn't mean that you guys know the big twist and story of BioShock. I still think it would be fun to play. Maybe, if we have perms, maybe. Maybe. So, games. There's some games. Any questions about games? Plan on playing DMC? Maybe. Souls games? Love them. I don't... FromSoft perms are a bit complicated, and also... I've played them all, and they don't have the same zazz if I have played them already, you know? Lies of P. That's a Souls-like game that I've not played, so that could be up there. Horror games, we got some on the docket this week, guys. Alien Isolation. Music or rhythm games, my rhythm is crapola. Battlefield stream when? I'll be honest, I don't know if you have perms, and also... I don't know how good of a stream that would be. Like, that would be me just, like, shooting the shit, playing a game. Like, POV, you have a gamer boyfriend who's not paying attention to you. That would be the stream. Are you having a new save on Hades 2? So, tomorrow we're playing Hades 2, I believe. I haven't even started that game. So, yeah, it'd be a new save. I've played Hades 1, but not 2. So... We watch VTubers, we can handle it. Yeah, but I want to be a little more discerning with my content than that, especially this early on. We'll start phoning it. Give me 6 months, and then we'll start phoning it in. Have you played Poppy Playtime? I have watched many VTubers play Poppy Playtime, so I'm not sure how much I'd get out of it playing it. I'm not sure. Burnout Arc? I didn't say that. Have I played Uncharted? The first one. I was an Xbox gamer, not a PlayStation gamer. Valorant? Sorry, I had a visceral reaction. If you want Valorant, you're going to have to talk to Caelen, guys. Go talk to Caelen and Liron, okay? So, you'll go have to talk to him with that. CSGO, same thing, guys. Those kind of games, those like tactical FPSs, I think that's what they're called. Not for me. Will you play Cyberpunk? That's a long game, guys. And I'm not sure how easy it would be to be like, okay, guys, we're on week 40 of Cyberpunk, you know? You know? Marvel Rivals? Maybe if there's a collab or something. Do you play Souls-likes? Yep, they're really fun. Dead by Daylight? Never played, but I'm familiar. Persona? Okay, I saw someone say it earlier. Shiki, what's your hottest take for games? I don't like JRPGs. I don't like them, I'm sorry. Sorry. So you throw Final Fantasy in there, you throw Persona in there, you throw what's another big one? What's another big one? I tried to play Final Fantasy 14 once. That doesn't count, though. That was too hot of a take. It was my hottest one, all right? Taking my sub back, yoink. Well, it was free. So, I mean, my number goes down by 1, and I'm sad to see you go, but, I mean, understandable, like, guess. Sekiro rocks. That rocks. Tomato. Come on. You're rage baiting us? No, that's being real. I don't like JRPGs. You will probably never see me play a JRPG on this channel unless it's really good or everybody wants it. Sorry. Again, just like Cyberpunk. Okay, guys, we're back with Persona 5 Part 44. Hope you guys have watched the other parts because I'm not summing it up for you. Does that make sense? They're not conducive to streaming. Sega Perms Revoked? I didn't say they were bad games. I just said I didn't like them. Does that make sense? They're just not conducive to streaming. Danganronpa? I've never played. VNs? I guess that's kind of similar to Danganronpa. They're a lot like reading heavy. Again, I've played some and enjoyed them, but I'm not sure if again, if they don't make good guys. I'm here to entertain, not to read you a bedtime story. And while there might be some of you who think, Shiki, that might be the most entertaining stream you'll ever do, I gotta follow my heart's compass. Does that make sense? So yes, video games. FNAF? Now that's a game that's conducive to streaming. Now that's a streamer game. Zanny finished Cyberpunk in 6 to 8 streams, all of them being 6 to 8 hours. I like to take my time. I'd want to do all the side content, like 6 to 8 streams, 36. That's 36 in the low end. 50? 8 times 6? 48. 48 hours on the high end. That is too few for me. I think I'd want to do the DLC. I'd want to do all the side quests. I'd want to like take my time, you know? Please tell me you plan on finishing Hades 2. Please don't do this to me. That's a hard game to finish, no? Papers, Please? That'd be fun. Minecraft? Minecraft is a good stream game. Nice and chill. I think it fits my... I think it fits my... What's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm kind of chill. If I am chill, that is maybe my nature, but I'm looking for something else. Vibe. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Vibe. Yeah, Minecraft could be fun. And I know we have a server. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough yapping about video games. We're moving on. The movies. Guys, I was looking at my slides earlier because I was adding some new ones. How did I not put Lord of the Rings on this slide? You know what? We're doing it live. Yup. Hope you like this, because here it goes. Oh, I forgot to change the color of the text. We're just going to shoehorn that in right here. And the text color is black. There you go. Awesome. Yup. There you go. You can hang out right there. There you go. So, we'll start. Any questions, comments, and concerns on this slide? Star Wars? Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Anything else? Any questions, comments, or concerns on this slide? Why Chipwrecked? Goated. Goated. Favorite Jurassic Park film? The first one. Come on. Game of Thrones? That's not a movie. That's television. It was okay. Oh god, we're moving real fast. Alien or Predator? Okay. Yep. Just gonna keep on going. Just keep on going. You know what? Let's throw this right here. Yeah. Just gonna keep on. Actually, how about this? There we go. Alrighty. And that's it. No more addendums. What? I didn't move. I have my Halo up this whole time. It's blocking chat. I didn't even send anything. Wait. It wasn't up, was it? Why was it up? Wait. What did I hit? Oh! Why does that do that? Interesting. That shouldn't that shouldn't do that. But that's fine. The movies. Gonna make the letterboxd. Mane-san. Oh, Mane-san. Would Shiki Garagami be allowed to have a letterboxd where I write reviews for movies that I've seen so people could know my opinions? That would be really funny. Flapjack Jackson has been asking about it on Twitter. Here, okay. This just in from the offices of First Stage Production. Emma Monet tuning in with a let's add it to the things of list of things to discuss. Okay, well, there you go. Not a no. Why Shipwrecked out of all of them? Because it's goated. What's your Oscar lineup? Guys, I like the movies. I'm not here to watch an award show, okay? I'm not here to watch an award show. I like the movies. Just because a movie doesn't win any awards doesn't mean it's bad, you know? I only care about my opinion, not some people who don't even watch movies. The Academy has not watched a movie, all right? Who's your favorite chipmunk? We have a fan letterbox, actually. No. A letterboxed? Mane-san, this letterboxd is a website where you review films. Or are you making a joke? I don't know. They did recently add a rule saying they have to watch the whole movie. Yeah, isn't that insane that that rule just got added? Do you like The Winter Soldier? It might be the best one of that. It's a joke. Mane-san, you can't read tone through text. +2? Don't give Mane-san a +2. I'm the streamer. +2. Skill issue? Don't hit me with that. Okay. Moving on. The Matrix. Goated film. Changed filmmaking forever. Terminator 1 and 2, goated films, changed filmmaking forever. Jurassic Park, goated film, changed filmmaking forever. I would honestly almost say Dune Part 1 and 2, goated films, changed filmmaking forever. You know? Filmmaking was changed a lot. Seriously, if you look over like the past like 40 years, maybe 50, it's gone crazy style. The Dune movies are, there's no accounting for taste. They're goated. They're goated. What's your favorite chipmunk? Oh my god, we got interrupted. I guess maybe Alvin. I know maybe I'm not Alvin coded, but it's called Alvin in the Chipmunks, you know? Not Simon? You really... I know I'm Simon coded, alright? I know I'm Simon coded, alright? I know I'm Simon coded, okay? Not Dave? His big ass ain't a chipmunk. You a fan of the Mad Max movies? I think Fury Road and Furiosa were both good movies, yeah. Cape Slop. So that's superhero films. Like we had just mentioned. Winter Soldier might be the best one on the Marvel side. On the DC side, maybe... Maybe The Dark Knight? Not a very contentious opinion. Superman, the new Superman is also up there. I did really like the new Superman. I did like that quite a lot. The Batman, also really good. Important question, DC or Marvel? I'm not super partial to either. I think, you know, ¿por qué no los dos? You're allowed to enjoy both things. You know, why pit two queens against each other? So, yeah. I don't, you know, segregate my taste. My favorite horror movie? It might be Alien. Do you like X-Men? Yeah. Cyclops is up there as like one of my favorite superheroes. I love Cyclops. If you guys saw the cartoon, X-Men 97, the pretty recent cartoon, Cyclops in that was so cool. God, when he takes whenever Cyclops takes his visor off and you can see his red eyes and like the tears are coming out of his eyes, that is aura. And also, he's just cool. God, he's cool. Like when he jumped out of the X plane and he shot the beam at the ground to slow his descent. Aura. Cyclops was an aura farmer. Him and Magneto were just farming it up in that show. So yeah. Do you like Event Horizon? Amazing film. I quote it all the time. To me, my X-Men, aura. Magneto was kind of hot in 97? Kinda. Only kinda? I mean, a movie that you watched but you didn't like that much? That's a long list. I mean, most people don't like every movie they see, you know? Not a movie, but have you seen Peacemaker? I thought season 1 was okay, and season 2 was quite good, I think, overall. Thoughts on musicals? I haven't consumed many in my time. I know there was like everyone's like raging, like all the rage, the Epic the musical, and you know, for a while it was Hamilton and things. You know, everyone talks about musicals all the time, but I'm not really a musical guy. There's nothing wrong with them. I swim in different circles. Godzilla movies, good films. They're fun. Hamilton was a decade ago, girly. Hey, I am 600 years old, okay? Not all of us are 4. Werewolves or vampires? That's a hard question. Born Identity. That's a good film. It's really well paced. Really well paced. I watched it again really recently after not seeing it in a long time. And it was really, really fun. It's really, like, action is crazy. The mystery and, like, it's a kind of a spy thriller almost. It's so good. Born Identity is so good. So good. Jacob or Edward? Oh, you guys can't ask me this. It's like saying poop or pee. I don't know, man. What? Don't make me pick between those two things. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Favorite kaiju? Megalon. Just say Robert Pattinson, but we're not saying Robert Pattinson, we're saying Edward, and I don't like Edward as a character, all right? I don't care that Robert Pattinson is a really great actor. But yes, my favorite kaiju is Megalon. Based Megalon fan, there are like 6 of us, real. I love Megalon. God, he's so awesome. You have a favorite actor? I mean, I know it's a popular answer right now. Timothée Chalamet is popping off. Like, this is his decade. The 2020s. I like Ryan Gosling. Pattinson's great. What's the Bourne Identity about? I can give a brief synopsis. So the Bourne Identity is about a man who wakes up on a fishing boat after seemingly being shot in the back and fished out of the ocean. And he has no idea who he is, but he has all of these crazy skills. So, like, he doesn't know his name or where he lives or any family, but he, like, when he enters a room, he automatically knows which person in the room is, like, the most dangerous and where all the exits are and, like, where there's most likely, like, a gun stashed in the building, you know? So, like, it's him, like, trying to find out who he is, and it's, like, caught up in this big conspiracy. It's, like, a really good movie. It's so well paced. It's really good. So who's Jason Bourne? That's the question. Yeah, Bourne Identity. Oh, it's starring God, what's his name? Matt Damon. Matt Damon, when he was like 4 years old, little baby Matt Damon. He was like straight up like 5 in that film. He looks like a child. Really good. The Martian himself, exactly. So, movie Rex, you're looking at him. You're looking right at him. If you haven't seen Denis Villeneuve's Dune Part 1 and Part 2, watch those films. The Cloverfield movies. The original Cloverfield, I think, is definitely a cult classic. Really good. Found footage films were like still like kind of avant-garde. It was like that and like the Blair Witch Project that really put them on the map. Didn't really vibe with the other Cloverfield movies, like Cloverfield Lane and the Cloverfield Paradox. You've seen The Hobbit, but not Lord of the Rings? You have done that backwards, my friend. What's your least favorite movie genre? Probably romance movies, guys. I mean, you're allowed to like them. There's nothing wrong with them, but I need something with teeth. Avatar? It's good. I'm excited for the new one. Mission Impossibles. I mean, there's not much to say here except they're really good, fun films. Really good. Have you seen The Thing, 1982, or Splinter, 2008? Splinter. Jarvis, pull up Splinter, 2008. Splinter. I've not seen Splinter. I have seen The Thing, of course, though. I've of course seen The Thing. Amazing film. My Halo came back. I must have forgotten to remove a hotkey somewhere. I'll check on it later. It's not a big deal. Splinter. No, not seen that. Splinter? I hardly know her. Yeah. Pacific Rim? That's a really, really good film. Really good film. James Bond? I haven't seen many of the very classic Bonds, but I did like the Daniel Craig era. Indiana Jones? Classics. I love Indiana Jones. Classics. I think I rewatched the Ark of the Covenant pretty recently. That movie's awesome. Interstellar's pretty popular. I'm not going to say overhyped, but I don't enjoy it as much as I think many of its biggest fans do. It's good, though. Pan's Labyrinth. Guillermo del Toro is a genius. Pan's Labyrinth is crazy. Hunger Games, books or movies? I've read the books. I've seen one of the movies. It was good for young adults. Have you watched the new Frankenstein? No, but I've been meaning to. Favorite superhero overall? If we're talking either Cyclops or The Flash? Yeah. My dad says you guys have the same taste. Well, he's based, I guess. Maze Runner? Haven't seen the movie and haven't read the book. Guys, there's a book slide. Okay? I guess we're done with movies. Lord of the Rings, best trilogy of films in all time. If you haven't seen the Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, it's the best film trilogy of all time. I cry. Okay, I cried. Star Wars, the classic original trilogy classics. Filmmaking was never the same afterwards. The sequel trilogy, highly underrated. They've only gotten better with age. The sequel trilogy, hit or miss. I like the theme park. Alien and Aliens. The first one is one of the best horror movies ever made, and Aliens is one of the best action movies ever made. There you go. And now we'll get rid of these. We're on the anime slide. I didn't fill it up. Too mad. I'm not as into anime as I used to be. As I've gotten into my 6th century, I stopped watching anime as much. I found that I tended to have aged out of the demographic of most of the most popular things and the things that were being made. So it's not that I never watch it, but I have to be far more discerning, I think. I still really like animation as a medium, but a lot of anime that comes out like isn't necessarily like for me anymore, you know? So Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann was the first anime I ever sat down and watched myself, like on my computer, all the way through. Like I'd always seen anime on Toonami and things. Like I've seen Dragon Ball and stuff like that, like individual episodes. But Gurren Lagann was the first anime I ever sat down and like watched for myself. It's peak. I didn't realize like anime can make you feel stuff like that. It's peak. Death Note, a classic, just like Gurren Lagann. I'm just guys, put me in the Criterion closet. I am just a fan of the classics, I guess, you know? Death Note. Amazing show. It's so funny. I love Death Note. It's so awesome. Frieren, one of the recent shows that I think is actually targeted towards people who are over the age of like 20 years old, you know? So, of course I would love it. Is it Frieren also 600? No, I think Frieren's like 1,000. She's got me beat. Would you ever do a watch along of an anime or movie that you like? Sure. I think I'd be much more likely to do movies than anime. But I think yeah, no, that'd be really fun. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, I cried. Okay. Yeah, I cried. Okay. So, dude knows Furin personally. Yeah, you bet. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I just love that. It's so good. It's Brotherhood is so good. Favorite character? You know, we'll go down the list. Favorite character in Gurren Lagann? Kamina, Death Note, Light, Frieren. Brotherhood, Greed, Code Geass, Lelouch, Steins Gate, Christina, Mob, Reagan, Edge Runners, Rebecca, JoJo's, Gyro? There you go. So those are my favorite characters going down the list from top to bottom. So there you go. Steel Ball Run mention. How could I like JoJo's and not mention Steel Ball Run? Okay, they've released the trailer. I can talk about it as an anime now, okay? Sorry to be that person, but BL, sorry, no. Sorry. The only BL I get up to is with my gen mates. You read it? Yeah, I've read part 7, yes. Thoughts on One Punch Man? I think you'd be a fan of Garo because of the absolute depth of character, especially as an anti-hero. I read some One Punch Man, and I've watched the first and second seasons, I think. It's not bad. Likes JoJo, but not BL. JoJo is more homoerotic than the average BL, but it's not BL. Yeah. Sorry. Vinland Saga, it's good. It's good. Vinland Saga is good. Have I tried Dunmeshi? I kind of bounced off Dunmeshi. I'm not sure why I didn't like it, but it just didn't hook me for some reason. Gachi Akata? I've been meaning to watch Gachi Akata. I've been meaning to watch it. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer is one of those things that I really enjoyed, like 6 years ago. And I just don't, you know, I kind of aged out of enjoying shonen that much. It's still animated beautifully, though. Psycho-Pass? Psycho-Pass is good. Good. Black Clover, I haven't watched it, but I know what it is. Log Horizon? Okay, this might sound shocking coming from me and my taste. Log Horizon was too dry. It was too dry for me. When we were on, like, episode 3 of talking about, like, fantasy trade agreements, I'm sorry, I couldn't. Soul Eater, I'm familiar, but haven't watched more than a handful of episodes. Record of Ragnarok, familiar, haven't seen. Higurashi, familiar, haven't seen. Bleach, obviously. Hellsing, Apothecary Diaries, Samurai Champloo. I know all of these things, but I've not seen. Chainsaw Man, I have seen. I haven't seen the movie, though, so no... Well, I've read it. I've read all of Chainsaw Man Part 1 and, like, half of Part 2. It's good. Gintama, funny. Gintama, funny. I haven't seen that much Gintama, but it's funny. Haikyuu, I haven't seen. The only sports anime I've seen is Kokoro no Basuke. Favorite character, what's his name? Midoriyama, I think? The green one. Tokyo Ghoul, I've seen. It was okay. Psyche K, not seen. Witch Hunter Robin, not seen. Diabolic Lovers, not seen. Midorima, there you go. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Bungo Stray Dogs, know what it is, haven't seen it. Assassination Classroom, haven't seen it. Shingeki no Kyojin. I have seen very high highs and quite low lows, but it ended up being just quite good. Like, the first few seasons of Attack on Titan were, like, some of the best anime, like, ever. Spy X Family, it's cute. 86, know it, haven't seen it. Blue Exorcist, it's okay. Monster, I haven't seen. Not a single dog appears in Bungo Stray Dogs. Oh, I know. Cyberpunk Edge Runners review, I cried. I cried. Animated beautifully, I cried. I cried. It's so sad. Liar's Game? I think I know that one, but I've not seen it. Favorite Ghibli movie? Spirited Away, I think. Moriarty the Patriot? I've not seen that. I'm not even sure I know what that one is. Elfen Lied, not seen it, but I know what it is. ReZero, I think it's 600 years old. I'm far out of the demographic for ReZero. Sakamoto Days, I know a lot of people like it. I've not seen it. Your Name? Oh, yes, I in fact have seen Kimi no Na wa. I think it was really good. I cried. I showed my mom that movie and she liked it. So, Makoto Shinkai, the GOAT. I know some people say that all they do is make the same film over and over, but if it's a good film, then it's fine. Silent Voice, it's good. I think I prefer Your Name, but they're both really good. Other mecha anime you like? Ava. Violet Evergarden, beautiful. Oh, yes, I do. In fact, I have seen Shigatsu no Kimi no Uso. Your Lie in April, I cried. Death Parade, I cried. Have you watched Nana? I know of it, but I haven't seen it. Promised Neverland, I've only seen the first season. It was good. Cowboy Bebop, a classic, but it's not like one of my favorites or anything. Weathering with You, I know of it, but I haven't seen it. Sword Art Online, I watched it when I was a much younger Shikigami. Angel Beats, I cried. Zenkyo no Terror, I know of it, but haven't seen it. It has a really peak ED, though. Food Wars, I actually really liked Food Wars. I thought that was really fun. Naruto, I mean, one of the classic big three. I watched a lot of it on Toonami. But I haven't like seen it all the way through or anything. Apothecary Diaries, I've been meaning to watch it. Mawaru Penguin Drum, I watched that so long ago, I barely remember anything about it. Anohana, surprisingly I didn't cry, but it was good. Dr. Stone, didn't watch it. SAO, it was really good when I was a much younger Shikigami. Charlotte, it was okay. Escaflowne, I know of it, but haven't seen it. To Your Eternity, know of it and haven't seen it. Plastic Memories, I thought it was pretty good. Haikyuu, of course I know what it is. It's Haikyuu, but I haven't, it's not really like, you know, not my thing. No Game, No Life, it was fun when I was a much younger Shikigami. What is that? Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun? Is that what we're talking about? Is that the new Nozaki-kun we're talking about? Very cute, very cute, very cute. Hunter x Hunter, I'm familiar with it, but I haven't seen it all the way through. Blue Lock, familiar, but haven't seen it. Black Butler, familiar, but haven't seen it. Hyoka, I thought that was cute. Yu Yu Hakusho, haven't seen it, but of course I know what it is. Lucky Star, I know what it is, haven't seen it. Berserk, a classic. I've seen some of it, but I'm not like that guy who's like, dang, Berserk's so cool. It's cool. Samurai Champloo has good music, but I haven't seen it. Thoughts on Isekai? Overdone genre. Overdone genre. We need to start coming up with new ideas. So, yeah. We'll just go real fast. Kogias, Lelouch is goated. Steins Gate, goated. Mob Psycho, goated. Edge Runner's goated. JoJo's goated. My favorite part, if it's been animated all the way through, part 5. My favorite part overall is part 7. There you go. Favorite JoJo is Johnny. Favorite JoBro is Bruno. Favorite villain is Dio, probably. Jujutsu Kaisen, I like it. Jujutsu Kaisen's good. I really liked the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Yuta's the GOAT. Yuta Kotsu's the GOAT. I can't wait for him to appear in the anime going forward. Did you see the Chainsaw Man movie? No, but I've been meaning to. I want to. I have friends that have seen it, and they say that it's amazing. So, can you watch an anime people should watch? I think that's hard to recommend an anime, because I find it far more, like, I guess, variable than like film. Like, I don't know. There's just so much variance in anime. Are there any Shikigami in anime you like? Yeah, Maharaga. But yes, it depends on your taste for anime. It's hard. Like, I would recommend anyone watch Dune Part 1, but, like, I'm not sure I could have an anime that I'd be like, yeah, man, you have to see it, you know? It's harder. I think anime filters a lot of people. Devilman Crybaby? I cried. My Little Pony? I cried. Look Back? I know what that is, but I haven't seen it, but I'm sure I would cry. I learned what a Shikigami is from Kami-sama Kiss. Have you seen it? No, but somebody drew me in the style of Kami-sama Kiss. If anyone's seen that on Twitter. So yeah, Gundam, of course I know what Gundam is. I've seen it on Toonami. I've never watched any Gundam all the way through. I think I tried to watch Iron-Blooded Orphans once and bounced off. So yes. Banana Fish. I'll take the bait, guys. No, I've not seen Banana Fish. Golden Kamui? I know what that is, but I haven't seen it. Might have an anime recommendation list for you. I'm scared. Kawaii, yo. Kawaii. Kawaii. Okay. That's anime. That was a fun slide. I like that one. We kind of went crazy mode. Books. A little bit of a shorter list on this one. So, books. So, the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan and finished by Brandon Sanderson. Goated books. Goated books. Percy Jackson mentioned, we'll get there, okay? Let me go at my pace, all right? The Wheel of Time, insanely long, like 14-book epic. It is so good. Because it's so insanely massive, I guess in the same way that people talk about Game of Thrones, the amount of character development that you can fit into something that is so giant is absolutely insane. And unlike the Game of Thrones, it actually finished. Wheel of Time was over. So it's goated. The Wheel of Time is goated. All like by again, the Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, goated. The Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson, goated. Another insanely long series. Each of the books is like over 1,000 pages. He's planning to write 10 books. He just finished the 5th one at the end of last year, and he's gonna take a few years off, and there's gonna be a time skip, and he's gonna write 5 more. Nuts. The Stormlight Archive has some of the best world building and like most creative world building and like power system of any book I've ever, like any fantasy book I've ever read. It's so good. So good. If you love reading and you love like fantasy, and I guess more like I almost want to say low fantasy because they're not like slinging fireballs. It's really good. What are your thoughts on Mistborn? I love Mistborn. It's a little bit more young adult than Stormlight, but Mistborn is awesome. The magic system in it is awesome. I really like Vin. Mistborn is really interesting. Okay, so for you guys who don't know, Mistborn is a series written by the same guy who wrote the Stormlight Archive, Brandon Sanderson. And Mistborn is a series that he's really experimental with because he's doing in eras. So the first 3 Mistborn books took place in like a medieval fantasy setting, or maybe not that. Maybe an early, like a bit more Victorian era where they're holding balls and stuff, all right? And then the next era, after that trilogy was over, there was a giant time skip, and now it's like late industrialization, like cowboys, all right? And then like he's gonna keep going, where after now that the Cowboys is done, he's gonna move on, and it's gonna be like the information age, like Cold War-ish era, right? It's so cool. But it all takes place in the same world, right? So like in the second era, the characters from the first era are like legends, right? Like the roads are named after the characters, but like their names are kind of wrong, right? And they're like statues of them, but like they're kind of mischaracterized. It's like JoJo. It's like JoJo, and it's so cool. It's so cool. Mistborn rocks. But Brandon Sanderson, anything he writes is pure gold. You really can't go wrong picking a book by Brandon Sanderson. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. A lot of people have been mentioning that. I haven't read it. Ever read Poppy War? I did read Poppy War. I thought that was pretty good. Am I big on fantasy? Yeah, mostly fantasy and sci-fi. Oh, I should have put Old Man's War on this list. I should have put on Old Man's War on this list. That is such a good book. Dude basically reads Action Anime Book Edition. Kind of real. Kind of real. Old Man's War is a Scalzi by John Scalzi. It's a sci-fi book about the premise is, as an old person on Earth, you can sign up to join the space military, but what they don't tell you is that they clone your body and put your consciousness into the new body, so that all of their soldiers have young bodies but old minds, so they're all like experienced out of the gate. It's actually really cool. Old Man's War by Scalzi. Hello, Roscoe. You're a reader, right, Roscoe? I know you are. You like lore and world building. Yeah. The Legend of Drizzt by R.A. Salvatore. Really classic D&D books. Red Rising? I've read Red Rising. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Legend of Drizzt, very classic D&D books. He's like maybe the most well-known D&D character of all time, like in the universe of Dungeons & Dragons. Is it just one book? No, The Legend of Drizzt is like 15 books. I think he's literally still making more. I think it might be 20 books now. But there's like a really confusing read order. You look it up. There's a lot of Drizzt books, but they're not nearly as long as the other ones on this list, I think. But Drizzt is really good. Percy Jackson, very much young adult, but as a younger Shikigami, I really, really loved Percy Jackson. I loved the Greek mythology stuff. It was so cool. My godly parent, I was always kind of chuny. I always thought that my godly parent would be Nemesis, because that sounds really cool. Yeah. So, Magnus Chase, I didn't know there were Norse gods ones. I think I might have gotten too old. I did read the Percy Jackson like continuation when they like mixed them with the Roman ones. I haven't seen the show or the movies. I've heard mixed things. Oh, I did read the Egyptian one. I remember thinking that was just okay. His name would be Magnus. Hey, Rick Riordan, what are we going to name our main character of a Norse-themed one? I think Magnus. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, Percy Jackson, really fond. They hold a nice special place in my heart. Kane Chronicles, I know it, but haven't read it. Da Vinci Code? God, I think I read that a long time ago. Witcher? I think I would probably like it. I was an Artemis Fowl kid. I think I probably would like The Witcher. I think the conjunction of the spheres is such a cool and interesting concept, like, on paper, but I haven't read any of them, and I haven't played the games, so... Did I read Maze Runner? No. but I know what it is. Did I like reading physical books? When I was younger, I read hundreds of physical books. When I was summoned to be a high schooler, and then I moved on to an e-reader. In middle school, I read. In early high school, I did hundreds of physical books. You know, middle school, Redwall. Any Redwallers in here? And then I moved on to e-readers in middle of high school and read hundreds of books on the e-reader. But yes, yeah, Redwall mentioned. See, Brian Jacques. Yes, Redwall's goated. I've read a lot of books in my time. A lot of books. This is just kind of the creme de la creme. Aragon or Inheritance Cycle, of course I've read them. They were quite good. Christopher Paolini was really inspiring to me when I was younger because he wrote Aragon when he was like really young, and it was that shit went fucking crazy. He ulted, you know. Yeah. First one at 15, yeah, it was nuts. Do I like audiobooks? I do like audiobooks. As I've gotten older, it's hard to find the time to sit down and read, but like you're always working or like driving or something, so you could definitely throw a book on. Any nonfiction? Not really, man. I kind of like my fantasy and sci-fi slop. Nothing wrong with it. It's fun. I like my slop. Yeah. Dune. Really good. It's really good. By Frank Herbert, really good. I haven't read Children of Dune or Messiah or Emperor Dune or House of Dune or any of those. I've only read Dune, and as a standalone book, it's good. Good. Do not call fantasy and sci-fi slop. Slop/positive. Sorry. I forgot the /positive. What's your favorite type of book? Probably fantasy, then probably sci-fi. Then maybe thriller. Then maybe young adult. Iron Widow, I think I've seen that around. Action? Yeah, action kind of gets folded into the others. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard. Last book on the list. Hell's Reach. Hell's Reach is a Warhammer 40,000 book by Dan Abnett. So Warhammer 40,000 is for people who are Chunibyo, and all of their books are in universe. They're all written in universe in a place and stored in a place called the Black Library that takes place in the Warp. And so all of the books are available on a website called the Black Library, where you RP is someone going into the Warp to get a tome. So have I read any of the Horus Heresy books? Of course. I haven't finished the Horus Heresy or anything, but I, of course, I've read them. I've read, like, Horus Rising, the Horus Rising trilogy. Really good. Bangers, actually. Bangers. But Hell's Reach is maybe my favorite 40k book that I've read. The 40k books, there are so many, they hand out the license to basically anyone. So some are quite not good. Oh, here you go. If you want, you guys will like this one. If you want old man robot yaoi in a comedy rapping, read the book The Infinite and the Divine. It is a Warhammer 40,000 book, but it's old man yaoi, okay? So, there you go. It's about two rival robots that are both millennia old, and they are rivals, but it's like, you know, like the trope, like, hey, you can't kill him, only I can do that. That kind of thing, you know? Right? Kind of peak, right? Drop the title again. It's called The Infinite and the Divine. I don't remember who wrote it. Let me look. It's again, it's a Warhammer 40,000 book. It's not for everybody. A lot of stuff will be lost on you if you're not familiar with Warhammer, but the writing is really good and it was really funny to me, at least. Robert Rath, yes, thank you, Robert Rath. He's like an up-and-coming 40K author in the past few years. He's written a few books that are really good. Can you add a Goodreads account to your list along with Letterboxd? Mane-san, am I allowed to have a Goodreads account? Will you try to read books recommended by your viewers, like in membership streams? Not a bad idea to have like a book club or something, like maybe like monthly or like bi-monthly. It'd be fun. But yeah. That's books. Any Tolkien? I've of course read Lord of the Rings, goated. Might be the only time where I prefer the movies to the books. Again, there's nothing wrong with Lord of the Rings books, but I think that the films are literally just that good. They're just that good. The Lord of the Rings movies are just that insanely good. Yeah. Dude, there was a bit here. Yeah, man, I should have put the Canterbury Tales on here, man. When I was summoned to go to college as a tutor, I went through a lot of old and Middle English stuff. So I'm quite familiar with the works of Geoffrey Chaucer. Yeah. Yeah, hit me up if you want to learn about the Parliament of Fowls. Have you read the Silmarillion? No. No. I'm not sure I could get through that. Have I read any Jane Austen? No, but I of course know who that is. He didn't get Beowulf on his list? I mean, I've read the original, like, old English Beowulf. I mean, it's fine. I like Grendel. I think Grendel's a fun book. Yeah, I mean, I've read obviously a lot of Shakespeare in the original language. Wait, that's insane. I was so /J. No, I've read the original Beowulf. When I said I'm Shiki liberal arts Agami, I was meaning it. We had to read that stuff in the original English. Yeah, it was really hard. It was really hard. No, I don't know Klingon. I'm not that type of nerd. I'm sorry. He's literally the English major of all time. Yeah. So that's books. Thoughts on the Epic of Gilgamesh? He was much cooler in Fate. Music. I feel like we'll have... People are either going to think I'm based or cringe for this slide. So I'll just let you guys digest this and I'll let my stream delay catch up. Cat's Eye, I'm not going to call... Okay, I know everyone's going to talk about Cat's Eye first, so let's get it out of the way, all right? I'm not much... I wouldn't consider myself an icon. Yes, I actually do like them. Yes, I watched Dream Academy. Yes, I thought Dream Academy was kind of messed up. My bias is Megan. I think that answers all the Cat's Eye questions. So, yeah. There you go. There's the Cat's Eye. The Cat's Eye rundown. Is Vocaloid on the table? I enjoy some Vocaloid music. It depends on the producer. Like, I think Deco27, of course, the GOAT. I think Utsupi, also really good. But I'm not like a big Vocaloid consumer. Thank You Scientist is goated. I'm so happy that someone even knows who they are. I am so happy that someone even knows. Do I like Camellia? Yep. Camellia is also a really talented artist. Radiohead, I mean, they're classics. They're good. 3 Days Grace. Yep. I want to sing some of these songs so bad right now. It's really hard. Gnarly. Yep. Shiki Katagami. Gnarly. Lamentus. Gnarly. Oh my god. This new beat. Fucking gnarly. Yeah. Are you into Visual K like Malice Miser? Not really. Thoughts on Muse? Muse is really good. Muse is really good. MCR, they're okay. They're a little bit too too punky for me. I don't. It depends. Favorite Atreyu song? That's hard. Becoming the Bull, maybe. Pierce the Veil, they're good. Black Veil Brides, I know them, but not my thing. Have you listened to New Evanescence? Yes, she still has it. Amy Lee still has it. Literally, Amy Lee still has it. And, I mean, did you guys listen to the... I know that a lot of people didn't like it. The new Devil May Cry anime that Amy Lee did, like, the vocals for it. It was nuts. What is it called? Afterlife? I was bumping that thing for, like, weeks. It was flames. It was flames. Yeah. The song's the best thing about it. I mean, of course, everyone's allowed their own opinion, but I might hold the same one as you. Thoughts on Japanese rock bands? Not very familiar with Japanese music. Look at my Shikigami bro. He's emo. Yeah. Hawken? Good. Hawken, good. Hawken, good. Sleeping with Sirens? They're not bad. Avril Lavigne? We're just going right out of left field here. I mean, she's Avril Lavigne. Breaking Benjamin, Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Atreyu, Evanescence. They're all kind of in the same ballpark here. Raw, if you guys don't know Raw, Sabaton, they're fine. Not really my thing. System of a Down, I like some of their songs. Chop Suey, obviously. What is it called? Audio Video? What is that song? I want to sing it, but I can't. Plave, go talk to Caelen about that. Korn, love Korn. Love Korn. Have you listened to Leo by Caelen Strayfe? I sure have. I sure have. Favorite 3 Days Grace song? It's kind of a meme now. Like when you see, like the, it's like a meme, and it's like, check out my cute girlfriend, and it's like a picture of a woman, and then the woman like blows up, and a Spinosaurus is there instead, and it's playing Animal I've Become. But Animal I Have Become, I mean, it's also like a whose entrance music is that from WWE? Is it Randy Orton? But Animal I Have Become is really funny. What are you talking about? Dude, you just look up the dinosaur. Animal I Have Become. Yeah. Covers what I want to do? I don't know. We're pretty limited in what kind of music we can cover, so I would just have to kind of think about it, I guess. I haven't seen the one with Tien Dragon Ball. I have not seen the one with Tien Dragon Ball. Thoughts on Bad Omens? Bad Omens, banger. Actual banger. Okay, here's the part where I say something that might offend some people in here. Bad Omens is what Sleep Token wishes they were. Sorry. Auto, based. Auto was goated. Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some Sleep Token, but, like, Bad Omens clears. Thoughts on Ghost? Ghost, I enjoy Ghost, but I don't listen to them super regularly or anything. Yeah. Thoughts on Disturbed? All their songs sound the same, but I'd be a liar if I said they weren't fun to listen to. Did we say Escape the Fate? My Escape of the Fate, really good. I think, ironically, my favorite Escape the Fate song is not a song that's theirs. It's their cover on a Punk Goes No, it's a Pop Goes Punk. On a Pop Goes Punk album, they did a cover of Smooth. That is so flames. Escape the Fate covering Smooth. So good. Thoughts on Has Been Hotel songs? The only song from Has Been Hotel I've ever heard to and ever listened to and liked was Gravity. Five Finger Death Punch? Not my style. I used to listen to them a long time ago, though. Coheed and Cambria? Bangers. Spirit Box? They're okay. Are you a maybe sort of rap fan? Not really. Based on my tastes here on this slide, I like progressive metal, prog rock, hard rock, cat's eye. What do you mean? You like Evanescence? Is that like a rare take? I thought people loved Evanescence. Slipknot? Goated. Slipknot's goated. Dream Theater? Dream Theater, I'm not super familiar with their discography, but Panic Attack is a fire song. Green Day, they're okay. Shoot, I should have put Devin Townsend on here. Baby Metal, I like some of their stuff, yeah. Motionless in White, they're okay. I should have put Devin Townsend on here. System of a Down, they're fine. Yeah. I needed to put Devin Townsend on here. I swear he's a genius. Devin Townsend can do, like, anything he wants and just, like, release good music. He can just play around with genres and just, like, do anything. Are you a little bit of everything type of guy? Definitely not. But Devin Townsend is a goat. Asking Alexandria, they're okay. 21 Pilots, not my thing. J-Rock, not very familiar with it. Deftones, not... They're okay. 1,000 Foot Crutch, banger. Starset, banger. Come the Dawn, banger. Bring Them Horizon, they have some really good ones. Chase Atlantic, not familiar. You know what? It's fair not to expand your horizons when it comes to music. It's not even like I'm against expanding my horizons, just that I've never successfully expanded them. Skillet Skillet gets a lot of crap, but I'd be lying if they weren't fun to listen to. And sometimes that's enough. Literally, sometimes that's enough. Him? I think I might only know one song by him. God, and now I can't even remember the name of it. What was the name of that song? Now I have to look it up. Join Me in Death. Thank you. Join Me in Death. Yes. Polyphia, I'm familiar. Nothing's jumping out at me from their discography, though, that I'm like, oh, yeah, I know that song by them. You know? Arctic Monkeys, I'm familiar, but not like a big fan. Nirvana, classic grunge. We love Nirvana. Dance Gavin Dance, don't think I'm familiar. Alan Walker, also not familiar. Queens of the Stone Age, of course I know them, but not like super like into the kind of more older rock, like classic rock stuff. Queen, again, Queen, classic. I don't think anyone can say they don't like Queen. Paramore, they're okay. 9 Inch Nails, pretty goated. Favorite all-time song, Too Hard, not answering. Glass Animals, not familiar. Guns N' Roses, I mean, again, another classic rock band, but I'm not like a big fan of like classic rock. Limp Bizkit, I like some of his songs for sure. Foo Fighters, goats. Killswitch Engage, I've listened to some of their stuff in the past, but it's been a really long time. AC/DC, I'm gonna say it, overrated. Favorite Evanescence song, Everybody's Fool, maybe? Gorillaz, they're fine. King Crimson, they're fine. The Neighborhood, not super familiar. Eminem, I mean, he's Eminem. Hikari Utada. I know that Hikari Utada. Did she do Simple and Clean? Did she do Simple and Clean? Yes? Okay. Okay, then yes. Hikaru Utada, Simple and Clean banger, but I'm not like super familiar with a lot of her other they're they them heard. They made Simple and Clean, and I'm not super familiar with their discography. Fall Out Boy, goats. Fall Out Boy is goated. Yeah. So there's our little bit about music. 1OK Rock, I know of them, but not super familiar. Spanish music, I'm like basically not familiar at all. Like at all. Utada uses both they and she. Well, there you go. All-time low? Crush 40? Banger. Porter Robinson? He's okay. Yeah. Okay. That's enough on music. I want to move on because we ought to get through the rest of this. The rest of it should go pretty fast. And game soundtracks, real quick. Nier Automata, some of the best game soundtracks of all time. A game that maybe not many people have played. I think Asura's Wrath, insanely good game soundtrack. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. What other games? Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk has a couple of good songs that are, well, no. So we'll put Cyberpunk on there. Samurai has a lot of good songs. Undertale, guys, I'm gonna hurt a lot of feelings here. I've not played Undertale. I'm not too familiar with Toby Fox. He's not my Oshi. I haven't listened to any song from Undertale that's not called Megalovania, okay? I'm sorry, all right? I'm not that kind of, I don't have that kind of autism. So, yeah. I will now move on from music. Favorite LAMENTUS song? I think it might be Lament. Hobby Showcase, I don't have much to add here. I just wanted to answer a couple questions. So I saw some people, because we went through this so quick yesterday, how, like what this is, right? So, like, you buy a box of an unassembled miniature, right? It is gray plastic that you have to cut off of a sprue, glue together, base, and then paint. So, like, all of these I painted by hand over many hours. I saw even Altus wasn't sure if all of these were mine in the pictures. These two, they're all mine. I did all of these. But this is only a fraction of what I've done. You have no idea, okay? How long does one of them take? It depends. It depends. The guy in the middle on this page, I think, took me a few sessions, maybe 16 hours total, to paint. He's over a foot tall. Yeah. I have literally thousands of dollars of miniatures in a Billy bookcase sitting in my shrine. How's my wallet? It's hurting. It's hurting. I heard they're pretty expensive. Yeah, pretty doesn't begin to get to it. The guy in the middle costs $180. Can you paint whenever you want? Of course. You spent the money on them. You can do whatever you want. People paint them like Hello Kitty and put maid dresses on them. Yeah. But yes, I collect and paint these all myself. I would very much like to do some hand cam painting streams at some point. No promises. Perms are hard. Give us some grace. But it would be really, really fun. At the very least, it might be fun to do like Warhammer, like lore. Like here is a primer on the Warhammer Horus Heresy. You know? Just saying, that would be fun. Like, just go through a PowerPoint presentation. How long does it usually take you? So these yellow guys, I have dozens of them, between an hour and 2 hours per guy, maybe 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on the detail on them. Let me send super chats. We ain't monetized yet, I'm sorry. Mane-san, you haven't told us when we're being monetized. We don't even know. It's coming. I'm hearing you can make LAMENTUS versions, of course. I paint a lot of Imperial agents. Takes me 4 hours per model. Oh my goodness. Imperial agents. We talking Death Watch, or are you doing like assassins, or what other Imperial agents? I have a feeling you probably watch Bricky Warhammer videos. I'm familiar with Bricky and his videos. This is no shade on Bricky. His videos are quite good, but they're very introductory, and I am very much initiated. So I don't get much out of a Bricky video besides like blowing air out of my nose and it makes a funny joke, you know? Do you have pet peeves? Of course, everyone does. Can I name them off the top of my head? No. So, yeah. Are there other themes other than mecha and Warhammer? Yeah, there are like alien bugs, and there are orcs, like space orcs, and there's a whole fantasy one. There's more like military stuff. There are like more Gunpla mechs, rather than like robots. Did you get the Stormlight Archive figures? I did not, and I kind of regret it. Yeah. I like Blood Angel's base. Tyranids, blah. I love Tyranids. I have a very large Tyranid army. Do you have a favorite model that you've worked on? It's probably the dragon here in the middle. Archaon, the ever-chosen Grand Marshal of the Apocalypse. But yeah. Is assembling them difficult? I would say, on average, no. And the newer the kit, the easier it tends to be. They've gotten really good at, I guess, the machining. But, yeah, how much do they cost? It's variable, but all of them are more expensive than they should be. But a lot of work goes into them, you know, like the designing process, then the 3D modeling process, then there's a guy who cuts them up into pieces and puts them on a sprue, and then there's the guys who do all the plastic manufacturing for the best plastic, and then there's all the guys that do all the cardboard, and the guys who do the pictures. So a lot of work goes into these, but like they are really expensive. They are. Can I ask what Warhammer is? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about it and be obsessed with it, and they've tried recruiting me to a fan club. So I don't play because I don't have anyone who plays. Are they made out of wood? No, they're made out of plastic. They're made out of plastic. They're a very high-quality, hard plastic. Well, not hard. It's soft enough to cut with a knife with a normal amount of force, but not so soft that you can press it with your hands. It's like just a really high-quality plastic. Warhammer is a tabletop war game where you and other players collect armies to then fight over objectives. That's putting it really simple. But the idea is to collect and paint a force that you will then use the rules that force has to fight other people with their forces. So it's kind of cool because you show up and everyone goes, oh, dude, your army's so cool. Like, you put so much work into them. It's like, no, man, your army's so cool too, you know? Like, when you go to the gym and you go, bro, you're looking huge, you know? Like, you get to, like, amp each other up. You get to bond over a similar hobby. How much kit bash do you do? Not much. I'm kind of a vanilla Andy when it comes to my kits. You can customize the colors? Of course, they start gray. You can paint them any color you want. So you cut them off the sprue, you glue them together, and then you put you prime them with any color primer, and then you paint them. Would playing it be complicated? Yeah. The rulebooks are large. So yeah, that's Warhammer. We won't spend too much time on it. What paint do you use? You can use any paint you want, but there are special mini painting paints that are a kind of I guess more thinned down than normal acrylic paint. So what kind of paint do you recommend? As far as brands, Games Workshop, the people who own Warhammer, have good paints. Army Painter is a brand of paints that only do they're like specifically for minis. They do good paints. Vallejo has good paints as long as you thin them. Scale 75. There are all kinds of mini paints. What's my favorite unit? I am partial to I think maybe my Dreadnoughts. I really like the big robots that you can kind of see in the back of the images with the yellow guys. But yeah, it won't be the last time we hear about Warhammer. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. What's your method for painting them? Do you have a process? Take my time and have steady hands. So yeah. That's my bit on Warhammer for today, I think. Chat, I think he likes Warhammer. No. Goals? We don't need to go over that again. Fan tags. Okay, so I wanted to go over this really briefly. I thought that having at least an assets tag and a clips tag would be good. I don't know what they will be, but I thought we could maybe briefly talk about it. It literally could be as simple as being like hashtag Shiki assets, you know? Hashtag Shiki clips. Shiki clips, you know? I just think it would be good to have those. Catassets, that's literally fine. Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably look over the chat and just literally decide on what I like. Famishiki, I think we're setting that in stone. I think Famishiki will be the fan name. We don't have a mascot design yet. I am partial to a paper-based one. I know some people were afraid of us being chickens because Famishiki is named after Famichiki, but Shiki ass, nice, Liron, nice. Yeah, that's a good one. But I kind of don't want us to have a bird mascot. There are a million VTuber bird mascots, and I don't really want to have one. There was, God, I don't remember the artist, but someone had drawn a paper wiener dog with like a little flamey tail, and it was so cute. I don't know. I thought like a little paper wiener dog would be so cute. But yeah, it's not set in stone, so it's okay. Yeah. I think a wiener dog mascot would be really cute, and it would make really good merch, and it is not something that I've seen anyone else do, so it would be cute. So yeah. You think we got that dog in us? I see how you guys act about Caelen. So yeah, I'll probably next time I post my schedule or anything, I'll probably add an assets hashtag and a clips hashtag to it, and I'll probably add it to my YouTube bio. Yep. The scroll one was also very cute. I forget you see everything. Yup. Rough sheet. Not much to add here. It's posted on Twitter and it's full resolution. You can find it underneath my pinned schedule. Credits. We went over that before. Nokoyama Papa did tweet that, like, a little showcase. Very grateful to them again. And additionally, Merryweather Media Mary gave us a new image to show off. Here, I'll move me. An image that has better breakdown of credits. I was given this to show. It has everyone credited very specifically, more than we could do before. Not Safe for Work tag in the works too. Yes, in the works too, but that one is maybe not far out, but further out than the others. You probably saw this in other people's debut 2.0, but I threw it here on mine. Here are the very specific credits for the lore videos. They were really good. FSP lore is actually really awesome. I wasn't expecting it to go so hard. Yeah. It was good. So there's the breakdown of all the credits. And the additional credits, we went over them yesterday, but here they are again, of all of my amazing assets for the stream room and the overlay and the transitions and everything. And then we have the schedule again. So just very briefly, tomorrow we're doing Hades 2. Doing Hades 2. Playing a game. I've not played Hades 2. I've only played the first one. I'm a little bit familiar with how it works then, but yeah. So we're going to go back to, yeah, I think that's it. We're going to go back to the shrine. Actually, no, we're not. Okay. We're going to go do a model showcase. The question is, here we go, okay? Do we want it to be in green void so we can chroma key it? Or do we want it to be in the shrine so our eyes don't get blasted out? Both? Oh, both? We only got 30 more minutes, man. Shrine, 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 shrine. Okay. Green screen, green, green, green hell, shrine. Do both. Turn the shrine green. Heard. Both? Okay, here. Just real quick. Poll? No. Real quick, we're gonna go to the green void, and we're gonna see how we feel about it, okay? I'm not sure if it's even gonna be green right away. I might have to set it up. But we'll go over. Is it gonna be black instead? Okay, it's black instead. So we'll just quickly... I think I have to turn my chroma key off. Brace yourself. Brace yourselves. It's about to get really green in here. Do you think blue is better? Do you think blue is going to be better? Or blue? Blue. Well, you know what? Okay, for you guys, I'll try blue first, and we'll see if blue doesn't, like get rid of my hair or something goofy. Backgrounds. Solid color. Blue. Actually, it might work out. Might work out. How we thinking? Not too bad. Definitely chroma keyable. My eyes? Guys, it was only green for 1 milli. It was only green for 1 milli, okay? Way better than green. Okay. Weezer. Weezer! It's Weezer! You're right. It's Weezer. Green for editing? You can choose the color that you chroma key out. Just chroma key out the Weezer. Sing Weezer, not on YouTube. Not on an archive stream. But you're purple? Oh, okay, man. We'll try a different shade of green, okay? We'll try a different shade of green. You guys are so needy. It's the second day and you guys are so needy. What about, you know what? We'll turn we'll make it maybe a darker green so it's not as... Oh, okay. Nope, that was me. I have to do, hold on, we're getting there. I have to turn on this. How about this? How we feeling? How we feeling about this one? Youch? Don't say youch. It's barely bright. Not even bright. It's like grass green. Almite retinas? Oh, come on. Okay. We'll just do a little bit of here, because I know people are going to complain about it if I don't, okay? We'll go back to the shrine too, okay? But for now, we'll be here. We'll just go over some toggles, okay? I know people want to see some expressions up close. I can open my eyes wider when I, like... I kind of got some big peepers on me. What do you think? Kind of got some peepers on me. Yeah. We'll just go... I have some toggles here. Well, let's go down my list. We got angry. I'm angry. You guys better be taking pictures, okay? Because I don't know how often we're gonna do this. I can be like sweaty or like nervous. Like you guys just said, what about Caelen? I can. Oh, the one you guys all liked yesterday. It's not like I want to be summoned or anything. Dang, not gonna lie, that's kind of peak, guys. That's kind of peak. I can blush. I'm so demure. Dang. This is crazy, guys. Obviously, I've seen all this before, but this is crazy, man. I'm so pretty. This one's kind of subtle. I can, like, lock in. Like, I can really squint. Like, I kind of furrow my brow. Like I'm kind of like suspicious almost. Hmm. Hmm. You know? Uh I can I think you guys like this one too. Kimochi warui. Eh. Disgust. Uh this one's also kind of, dude, my expressions are kind of peak. I can cry. You guys saw this one on the first short. What? What? Yeah. Um. Hmm. We'll keep the halo off. It's a bit obstructive. Oh, the smirk. You guys have seen this one a couple times already, but it's peak. So a bit goaded, I fear. Dang. I'm also gonna zoom up on my eyeballs because I saw a lot of people wanting to see my eyes close up. This one I can just be sad without crying too. But I know you guys want the tears, so. Yeah. I can be like scared. Ooh. That alien kind of thick though. All I'm saying is HR Geiger knew what he was up to. And then we saw this at the top. I can be tired. So I'm like dead-eyed in like dark circles. Yeah. But yeah, those are like all the big expressions, I think. Um, yeah, here. And then we'll go. So my eyes are like a 3-color gradient. They're like yellow, then to like kind of blurple to like magenta. See? My eyelashes also kind of match the color of them. They're kind of like magenta. Dang. I like, I'm kind of handsome, guys. Damn. But yeah, I hope you guys got all your screenshots because we're going back to the shrine now. We didn't have music that whole time. Oh my god. It's fine. It was just a show. And we're still green. And we're still green? You guys are going to say scuff, but it's literally not. I just have to turn the chroma key back on. See? All good. Literally not scuff. It's literally fine. But we're back. We're back. Halo can come back now. But yeah, that was kind of the debut 2.0. I mean, you guys have anything else you want to see or talk about? Mune-san said 3 hours is good, so I can end here, but we can also go a little longer. Can we have a super duper close up? Was that not super duper enough for you? Of what? Wait, define everything. What are you planning to do after stream? I don't know. Hang out? Have some water? Full body and spin around? I'm not spinning around, guys. go sideways. Any outfit toggles? Not besides the halo. Just the halo. Zoom in as much as I can. Oh my goodness. Get this desk out of my way. I did. See? I'm huge. Dang. Dang. Yeah. I'm so beautiful. Please blush. Oh my god. You guys really are needy, huh? Yeah. He's a 10 and he knows he's beautiful. You're goddamn right. Okay. Well, we can do that more another time if you want. I don't know. We had a good amount of that. No, it's fine, guys. It's only day 2. It's literally only day 2. Wink? That's kind of hard. If you have ever seen a VTuber before, winking is really hard typically. It's usually only like one eye, and it's like... Hold on. Maybe I can... We'll try. Hold on. It's hard. It's hard. Can we get a cat meow meow? That's not a toggle. It ain't working? Yeah, it's alright. It's usually only one eye. I meant usually only one eye can wink. Like your left or your right, not either. But it's fine. It's fine. Can you wink with both eyes? Of course. No Moe Kyun? Yeah, sorry. You guys have to wait for the fan service and the debut voice packs. I'm just going to take this opportunity to say that they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I don't know when they're going on sale. Money-san will tell me and I'll tell you. But, they're pretty good. Okay. Well, I think that's it, guys. Guys, the other gens had debut merch. Don't act shocked. Don't act shocked. Okay, well. How are you feeling during your debut? Honestly, I was not very nervous. We've been practicing and preparing a whole lot. So, I hope that showed that all of us were generally not very nervous. Speaking for myself, I wasn't nervous basically at all. But it, you know, we ran through it a whole lot and prepped a lot, so. So, yeah. I was feeling pretty good. Of course you weren't. I have no reason to lie. Your model is so cool and ethereal. Thank you. Nonchalant King. Yeah. Can we do petitions? Yeah, sorry, Shrine's closed. Shrine's closed. Minimal scuff debut? I'm not even sure if there was any scuff in my debut. I mean, no one told me there was. I guess maybe I didn't tweet that I was live. But can you do a collab with Ellie? Like a one-on-one collab? Yeah. Do you have any nicknames you don't like? Not really, as long as it's not offensive. I think it's fine. We'll probably all settle on one. One will grow popular, and the hive mind that is the internet will latch on to one, and that'll be the one we use. After watching the collab, what's it like being the designated dad of the group? It's kind of awkward because I'm apparently also the designated mom. So how does that work? Am I a rebus of some kind? Ellie isn't featured on your channel? What the? I could have sworn he was. But actually, I'm not taking the blame for that one. Mane-san set up my channel, so... yeah. If you had a female AU, what you call yourself? I think Shiki's kind of an androgynous name. Or you spell Shiki, but S-H-E-K-I, like Shiki. Mane-san throwing up Mana-san under the bus. Mana-san is a very gracious and very humble and understanding person. So, yeah. Or, like, Kiki would be cute. Hard Life being the only sane one? Nobody said I was sane. Shakira? Yeah. Shakira Kulogami. Can I call you Girly Pop if you want? So yeah. I guess that's it, guys. Bro buys Warhammer, that's not sane. Real. Real and true. Did you talk about Warhammer with the boys in Japan? Yeah, I took everyone there, and they all thought it was really cool. And me and Altis bonded over it, and I think we might have successfully gotten Ryzar into it. But yeah. Did we ever think of a raid message? No, because my channel can't raid yet for some reason. So, yeah. Okay, well, yeah. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming to Debut 2.0. I had a lot of fun yapping. Are you more Unk or Grandpa? I think I'm definitely more Unk. Definitely more Unk, not Grandpa. Not Grandpa. Yeah. What's a Shiki? Yeah, I think that's cute. That's cute. I think that's good. So, yeah, bye, guys. Again, tomorrow, same time, same place. Hades 2. We're playing Hades 2. 8 p.m. PST. Waiting room will go up at some point, maybe right after this. And yeah, keep an eye on Twitter for updates. Thanks for supporting me and Lamentus. We're all really happy with how everything went and how warm and welcoming everyone's been. So today was really fun. I had fun yapping, and I would raid someone, but not only can I not, there's no one live. So that's it. Gonna go to the chill screen. Here we go. Outro. Bye, guys. Goodbye.